Shalom. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Kakudash, and double honors to the apostles and others of great milestone. Salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother, I'm Nawahala from GMS Chicago, and just going into, in the news, alright, and there's an imminent war, between India and Pakistan, and this is also according to prophecy because, the scriptures speak about wars and rumors of wars in these latter days, right? About the famines, the earthquakes in diverse places, the pestilences, all right, but also, wars and rumors of wars that are taking place here on earth today, all right? And, yeah, you have major wars sparking right now. You got Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Gaza, the small headers versus the Palestinians, right? And now you got India and Pakistan, and you also have actually another major war, the trade war, right? Especially between the U.S. and China. And not only that, but the U.S. against their own allies, their own NATO allies, because really, terrorists are placed on the U.S.'s allies as well, right? So you got that war also going on as well. So yeah, these prophecies are taking place that's spoken in the scriptures, wars and rumors of wars. You got these trade wars being a major problem to where, we're about to face hyperinflation because really, that's really, citizens, consumers are mainly going to be affected by this, right? Where your everyday goods is about to go up the roof, where people are not going to be able to afford as much items as like they used to. Nonetheless, right, the whole main topic, is about, this major war that is sparking, between India and Pakistan, and I thought that Pakistan and India were basically this Salaki. I actually thought that were two different people, but really they're actually the same people. Elon. It says, why are India and Pakistan on the brink of war? What is fighting in Kashmir is all about? And says a deadly terrorist attack in India administer Kashmir Picture. I don't know how to fucking read that. Earlier in April has brought India and Pakistan once again to the brink of war, and the nuclear armed South Asian neighbors have attacked each other this week with missiles, drones, and a sudden flare-up of a decades-old feud that's being watched with ocean by leaders all around the world. The bitter rivals have fought 3 wars over Kashmir in the past, and once again they are warning each other against any moves that could escalate the tension and going to respond in kind of such moves with tough military actions. After a week of intense clashes, air raids, sirens blared in a couple of Indian cities near the Pakistani border on Friday, and authorities asked people to remain indoors. Officials said a woman was killed and 4 men injured in an alleged Pakistani cross-border fire in Kashmiri town of Uri, while at major airports and shit's going down. Wars and rumors of wars taking place. But this is a sign that we're at the end. All right, no, not yet. America is not gonna get blown up just yet, because Revelation 13, chapter of the 16th verse still has to be fulfilled. All right, and of course, that prophecy is also right around the corner. All right, it's not gonna take long. Well, here's Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." These things have to come to pass, right? But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. And yeah, you hear about pestilences in the news, the measles, right? The bird flu, and then kingdom against kingdom, right? You hear about the race wars that are about to erupt here in America. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And hey, we're about to see shortages, right, in diverse places in all different places of the United States. And but don't get your all I can think of is that I don't think we have 5 years left here. All right, no one that we don't. I can see less than 5 years. The brothers can see less than 5 years. I don't think we're gonna be here 5 years. But yeah, not too long in the news. I hear about Trump, all right, about to make a deal with China, all right, about these tariffs. So who knows? We gotta wait and see. Although willing that doesn't happen. Instead, I just want things to escalate. Cause hey, man of the Lord, or hopeful elect, all right, he would want things to get this over with already. We want these things to happen, all right. But it says, in diverse places, and all these are the beginning of sorrows. And yeah, we're coming into the beginning of sorrows, all right. But here in the NLT it says, but all this is only the first of the birth pains, with more to come. So yeah, there is more to come, all right. We're entering into the beginning of sorrows. We're not the end just yet, because just like again, prophecies has to go in order. We gotta wait until the fulfillment of the MOTB, right? So it may take a while, but we're actually close. Luke 21 and 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Well, I'm gonna start with 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, man's heart failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, and then shall they see the Son of Man come in the cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So yeah, our salvation is nearer than what we believe. All right. Verse 21:9, it says, and he spake to them a parable. Behold, the fig tree and all the trees, when they now shoot forth, ye see no of your own selves that summer is now nigh at hand. So likewise, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is nigh at hand. So yeah, we know the deliverance is coming because of the prophecies that are taking place, right? The signs of the times. Says verse 32, verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. So yeah, these prophecies have to go in order. All right, still gotta wait till the implementation of the microchip is made mandatory and worldwide. All right, because that's a major prophecy that is going to be taking place upon the whole earth. All right. But yeah. So I'm gonna go back to Matthew chapter 24, verse 32. Oh yeah, the same parable of the fig tree. Now learn the parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves, that summer is nigh. So likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know it is at the door near, even at the door, verily I say unto you. Well, yeah, basically saying the same thing as what I just read. But yeah, nonetheless, we're living in these perilous times. Alright, these perilous times are taking place right now. Right, only the elect are going to make it out of it. According to Psalm 91 and 1, it says, He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. The secret place being, this truth. Alright, abiding in the fear of the Lord. Continuing to fear the Lord until He returns. Alright. And I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, and Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fallen, and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. This word, right, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of thy times. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in the darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, the habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. And yeah, straight to the point, the Lord is going to take care of His elect. Why? Because the elect, they fear Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua. They're keeping the word of the Lord's selected. They're keeping the word of the Lord's patience. All right. And yeah, we're finally there. All right, major prophecies are taking place all across the world. All right, and it's only just a matter of time, for the MOTB to be fulfilled. But anyways, hope this lesson was edifying. Shalom.